box, use that left hand, and keep mobile. His best advantage is to use those legs and use that left hand. Then he might have an opportunity.
Norton has 36 wins, only 3 losses. One of those to Foreman, one to Louis Garcia, which he avenged, of course, one to Ali, the second Ali fight. Here's Middleton on the left, and that is Kenny Norton moving and circling to your left.
You see that Middleton has a height advantage over Norton, which is unusual, and the fact that Norton is 6'3". So Middleton's got a long left jab, and if he uses it and keeps boxing, he might have a shot at it.
Middleton has 14 KOs in his 22 wins, so he does have a knockout punch.
Well, I do know that he had Joe Buckner down in the 9th round of their fight, and there's only 2 men been able to put him on the deck. Excuse me, that's 3. Larry Middleton did it, Joe Frazier did it, and also another English fighter named Jack Bodell did it. So he's in select company there.
Norton, though, is quite a specimen, 222.5 to your left. He's not thinking about Muhammad Ali right now. He is not a big banger, though, Jerry. Is that a surprise for most people?
Well, Styles, he got a thumb in his left eye just now.
Don't pull in his head.
Ooh, pretty good left hand by Norton. Another good left hand by Norton. Now he goes down below.
Larry Middleton has gone the distance with Ron Lyle, Dwayne Bobick, and Oscar Bonavena, so he's capable, and myself, in fact. So he's capable of taking a good shot.
It's 2 fights. I'm talking about Middleton now. It's 2 fights this year with both losses.
Good headbutt by Middleton coming out of that corner.
Bobick decision, Middleton in 10 rounds, and also Scott Ledoux of Minneapolis in 10-round decision.
Left hook by Norton.
Right uppercut just misses.
You'll notice about Norton that I would say the big reason why he is not such a devastating puncher is most of his punches come strictly the arm. The body doesn't come in. It may look like the whole body's coming in, but it's strictly an arm punch.
Right hand almost got between the gloves, Jerry, by Norton.
Well, he's a strong, very confident fighter, knows what he wants to do with his life, and he wants that heavyweight title, and he figures, hey, I've got to beat Larry Middleton to get to Ali to get it.
And Norton changed his style and became a very successful fighter after he went to that peekaboo, didn't he?
Well, he'll have to attribute that success, I think, to a fighter that was supposed to fight my brother tonight, Eddie Jones. He changed his style to that pickup left jab. He used to be a stand-up fighter with both hands up, and that's when he had trouble. But since he changed his style, he's become a totally different fighter.
And, of course, his attitude is always one of positive thinking.
He's extremely confident.
He could be the most confident fighter before a fight I've ever seen.
The only one I would say that has more confidence is Ali.
That puts you in a class all by yourself. Norton to your right now. Middleton to your left. Now moving back to the right from Baltimore. Ooh, a good hook by Norton. That's the end of round 1. Sort of a probing round by Kenny Norton, the man going back to his corner. Remember, in September, he goes for Ali in the rubber match, number 3. Sports will give you live the finals of the Grand Slam of tennis. Manny Orantes, who whipped Arthur Ashe, against Ili Nastasi, who knocked Jimmy Connors out. Don't forget, tomorrow, 3:30, right here on CBS, the Grand Slam of tennis. What about round number 2, Jerry?
Well, I think Middleton did what he had to do in the first round, although I scored the round even because it was a probing round. He's going to have to move a little bit more, stay out of the way of Norton's power.
We said that Norton, of course, has 29 knockouts and 36 wins. Foreman was the only one really to intimidate Kenny Norton, wasn't he?
Well, he did some job on him now.
Don't pull him down by the head, huh?
As you can see, Middleton has enough experience. He knows all the tricks of the trade, too, and he's using them to advantage.
Referee Rudy Jordan just warned him about pulling the head down a little bit. Again, the awkward style, though, of Kenny Norton. Is it hard to fight this kind of a style?
Well, it's extremely hard because he's got a long reach, and he picks that jab up, so it's a difficult one to really understand and how to combat.
Ooh. Uppercut almost made it between the gloves of Middleton.
Punch landed on the gloves. Two good jabs by Middleton. More defensive jabs than offensive.
Remember that Kenny Norton was a superb all-around athlete, a 9'9" sprinter, a good football player, basketball player, but that really doesn't help him in boxing. He's had to develop his boxing style to sort of fit his physical attributes, right?
He's an all-around athlete, and you can see the body on him. He knows what he's doing. He's a strong man.
Middleton having a good round here. Now he takes two hooks, the body hook, misses with a wild right by Norton.
Right up, good move by
Don't be going that way. Don't do that.
Pretty clever.
Jordan said don't do that. I disagree with him. That's tactical moves in there.
Larry Middleton showing you the hook and the right uppercut. He beat Norton to the punch. That right hand missed by Middleton. Uppercut, not quite. But most of the leading was with Middleton now, who seems to have Norton a little bit confused here in round number 2.
Well, I fought Middleton in London, and he was an extremely confident man. He was taking yoga and what have you, and he had his mind on winning.
This could be the big decision year for him, too. He's 34 years of age. He's lost 2 fights this year, so I would say this is perhaps the crossroads for Larry Middleton.
Well, there's no question about it. He's keyed for this fight. He would like to win it. The odds are against him, but anything's possible in heavyweight action.
Almost the end of round 2 now. A good round for Larry Middleton from Baltimore.
Watch your head.
4 kids are at home in Maryland watching this, and his lady, and they must be seeing their father and husband do a great job.
Right uppercut by Norton there.
Norton confused a little bit as the seconds tick off here in this second round.
That right uppercut brought a little blood to Middleton's mouth, too, Tommy.
There they are. Good round for Larry Middleton. The challenger right here. There goes the man from Baltimore. An architect, an artist, and a darn good country fighter. Larry Middleton.
No, he did. You know, something is bothering Kenny about the man being 6'5" with that long reach. It's the first time I've seen Kenny have trouble getting in on a man that was bigger than him.
Remember now, Middleton has fought Bonavina, Ellis, Jerry Quarry, Bobick. He's fought a lot of the good ones.
I believe Middleton is building his own confidence with what he's done with Kenny so far.
As we said earlier, Kenny Norton is the most confident fighter the night before a fight I've ever seen last night. He was like a ball player going to training camp long before the war.
Well, he seemed like he was going into the 4th game of the World Series knowing he'd won 3 already.
Norton, though, gained his boxing experience in the Marine Corps. Has become very serious. Good exchange jabs. Good right-hand lead by Middleton.
And a good jab back by both men.
Kenny Norton moving away. I don't think he really was hurt or pressed as much as he's trying to show a relaxed atmosphere here.
Not at all, but he is getting careless.
The left eye of Kenny Norton just a little puffy now.
And the right eye's a little red, too.
Middleton moving sideways a little bit, working around the side of Kenny Norton. Well, he's got the reach, hasn't he? Middleton looks like he's got a good reach there.
He's got a long reach, but Norton has a long reach, too. And with that pickup jab, it gives him actually a little more reach there. A wild right hand by Norton was missed.
Good exchange right in Middleton's corner. Now Kenny Norton's going to work down below. Right uppercut makes it.
Get your hand out. That's it.
Kind of a glancing blow, though. It didn't cause that much damage.
Once in a while, Kenny Norton does not get the fist completely closed. He slaps a little more than punches, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He opens his glove up. That can cause damage to the hand if you land it.
Good hook and right. A right hand off that left hook by Larry Middleton. Round number 3.
He's got an effective right uppercut himself. That's one of Norton's best punches is the right uppercut, along with that left jab. And Middleton's using it to good advantage himself.
And Larry Middleton is setting the tempo of the fight here in round 2 and now in round 3. He is carrying the fight to Norton. Takes a hook, partially blocked by Middleton.
He said at the weigh-in yesterday, he said, I'm coming to get this fight. And He looks like he wants to. Whether he has ability or not, we don't know yet.
Well, Jerry, you went 10 rounds with him, and you did win over in Wembley, England. Is he a pretty solid basic fighter?
He's got all the technical moves of it, but he is not a...
Whoa! For a moment there, Middleton was out of the ring beneath that strand, the top strand of that ring, but now he's back in there, and you can see the seconds are going right here in round 3, but he is right in the middle and not backing off.
Well, he doesn't seem to have any respect for a Norton punching power.
Remember, Middleton has gone the distance with a lot of the real bangers around boxing. End of round 3, and the crowd seems to sense we've got a pretty good contest.
Well, it's going to be interesting, Tommy, because the man did come to fight, and it's good to see this. Boxing needs it. We have Norton doing exactly what he has to do, putting the pressure on Middleton, keeping him against the rope, banging into that body, and then back to the head. Only was a little wild with the hook. He's still been effective with those body shots.
Okay, round number 4, and Kenny Norton being pressed by Larry Middleton, the 6'5" heavyweight from Baltimore. He's still moving good, too, isn't he?
Yes, he is, and I would tend to think that maybe Ken Norton took Middleton a little too lightly.